Right, welcome everybody to the meeting. This is a special meeting to consider the Kerikeri Half Marathon. And so first of all, I will say read the prayer. We ask that through Council's discussions and decisions that representatives we have elected may govern the Far North District Council with imagination, skills and wisdom to achieve a fairer and more united community that enhances the well-being of our district and solves the district's problems efficiently and effectively. Amen. So today's meeting is to consider the issue. Now, there was one issue. Rachel raised another issue. Is that still on the agenda, or is that?
It is, Your Worship. I'll be seeking an amendment today. Thank you.
Right. So let me just bear with me a second while I dig out. Oh, goodness. Sorry, I'm a little rushed, but I just got back from a check-in at the hospital. Oh, there we go. There's the recommendation. So I'll so move. Do we have a seconder, please?
I'll stay second.
Thank you, Dave. Now, Rachel, do you want to move an amendment, or do we move this, vote on this, and then just move yours as a separate item?
I'd be happy to take technical advice if I'm in the wrong, but I think it's a and that, which is already on the table there, Your Worship.
Correct.
So can somebody help me? Do we need any more
Yes,
than what we've got ahead of us?
And that
No, you can pass it on one.
Pass it in one, and just as it is, it reads there?
As it reads there is perfectly fine.
Great. Okay, thank you for that. Does anyone want to speak for or against, or should we put the vote? Rachel?
Thank you, John. Just to give some context to the amendment, I'm sure that everybody will be aware that normally with a half marathon goes a Kerikeri street party as well. My understanding is that the volunteers and event organisers are just slightly behind in their timelines and being able to put this application together. So given that we're facing an election this weekend, I thought that it would be prudent of us to agree in principle that we support that one as well. I do have some concerns around operational delegations over the election period that I've raised with Blair and spoke with Anne about briefly this morning too, especially in terms of if we were in the situation of a civil defence emergency, for example. So I'd just be keen to hear from our CEO what risk we might be facing by not delegating decision-making authority through the election period. If we don't have any risk, then I'm comfortable to carry on, but I just wanted to get that clear in my mind. Otherwise, happy to support the resolution and the amendment today. Thank you.
Okay, Blair, I'm happy to hear from you. Andy Finch has got his hand up as well.
If Andy wants to go first, then I'll fill in.
Through the chair, I've just got a updated resolution from the NTA that's come through at what time? 2:24 today, which we sent through to Aisha. The intent is exactly the same. It just tidies up the wording in terms of the corridor access request. Aisha, you've got that with you at the moment?
Yeah, I've just forwarded it through to LeBronda to share on screen with you.
Oh, thank you. Okay. The intent is exactly the same. The outcome is exactly the same. It just becomes a lot more precise.
Right, and it covers the points that Rachel's made as well?
Exactly.
Okay, thank you. Blair.
Okay, through your worship, the question that the council is raising, for example, a civil defence emergency is valid. What usually happens is that the Minister of Civil Defence, in a previous life, one of your roles, has the statutory authority to declare for any council. So if there was such an event, we would still be escalating it up to the relevant parties to sign the declaration for our area.
Okay.
I've operated relatively comfortably in a CE role without a specific delegation, although some councils do issue the CE1. I believe that the delegations that we have, which are already in line with the long-term plan, will not leave us exposed in that week-long period between, well, it's a little bit over a week between the election and actually swearing in. So I'd be comfortable with no specific delegation and going through that period. And if I'm proven wrong, this is going to be really awkward because people are recording this.
I can confirm, as a previous Minister of Civil Defence, that your point about the Minister having authority if necessary is absolutely correct. The Minister has overriding authority at any time. Rachel, you want to make further comment?
Thank you, Your Worship. I think just highlighting to my fellow elected members, and I take on board Blair's points, and I'm always trying to navigate that overthinking versus underthinking. But for example, next week, we will still all be the elected council of the Far North, and will continue to be so up until the new council is confirmed. So I think it's just really important that we all understand that, that if for any reason emergency decision making needs to happen around road closures, for example, we still will be the decision makers next week, even though the election is on Saturday. So just wanting to make that really clear to my fellow elected members. That doesn't sit 100% comfortably with me, but obviously I'm just one, so I take on board Blair's points. Thank you.
Yep, and it's just how it is, and even people who are by then on holiday in Australia can be contacted if necessary. All righty, so the motion's been moved, and has it been seconded? That's right, Dave seconded. So we'll put the vote. Can we have the vote up, please, ladies?
So, Your Worship, just for clarification, the text in the bottom section there, which is italics, is the replacement motion I think that Andy and his team have sent through. Is that what you were wishing to vote on, or was it the first one that's got the strike through?
If Andy's telling us that it just updates and further regulates, then I don't think there's any reason why we wouldn't vote on it.
Through the chair, the intention and the outcome is exactly the same. It's just tidier wording.
Just the wording. Dave, you're happy for us to have that as the motion?
Yeah,
I'm as mover am. Dave, the seconder is. We will vote on it. So I'm in favour. Deputy Mayor?
In favour, and can we record apologies for Councillor Foy, please?
Yes, I beg your pardon, I was going to do that, but we will. Thank you, Anne. We'll record that. David Clendon. David with us?
support, yes.
Thank you. David Collard.
In favour.
Councillor Radich.
Yep.
Thank you, Maddie. Councillor Smith.
Support.
Councillor Stratford.
Aye.
Councillor Tepanier.
Support.
Councillor Vucic.
Yep. Support.
Thank you very much. All right, given that that's all the business that we had to deal with that in the special meeting, we've dealt with it, and we can close with a karakia. Who wishes to do that?
I'll do it.
Kelly, Rachel, Moko.
Yep, got it.
Thank you, Kelly.
Ia tau tia tātou katoa, te ata whai o tō tātou ariki, o ihi karaiti me te aroha me te atua me te whiwhinga tahitanga ki te wairua tapu, ake ake, amene.
Amen. And I just want to say to the incoming council, this meeting that we've just had is the normal practice of the past 3 years for our council, short and sweet and sharp. That's all right, I'm just joking. But anyway, thank you all very much, and enjoy the rest of the week. And I'm sure, like all of us, we're all sitting back, and I'm not sure whether watching, in most people's cases. In my case, it's watching, but all the best for Saturday, whatever the outcome. And thanks everybody for all the support over the last 3 years or 9 years and over the period of time. Much appreciated.
Thank
Go
you,
well.
John. I'd like to
Thank
see
you
you
all.
throw this agenda over your shoulder. I'll just wait.